Welcome to a day in the life of my 2.5-week postpartum fun as a toddler mom and now a newborn. With my husband returning back to work after taking 2 weeks off, I look after our newborn in the night and he gives me a little nap in the morning before he has to head to work around 11:30, 11:45, depending on the day. I chose to do pumping full time, so in the mornings I do one pumping session, and then once I get up from my nap, I do my second one. As you'll see here, I'm feeding the newborn while I'm pumping, which actually helps stimulate my milk production. And because I use portable pumps, I'm able to get a lot of things done while simultaneously pumping. So doing a diaper change, feeding him, cooking breakfast, warming a bottle, housework. As you'll see in this video, I am able to multitask. And I should also mention that we did keep our toddler in daycare while I'm on maternity leave. Back to my pumping, I do use the Momcozy portable pumping set. I'll link it in the description below. I know you can get quite a few different kinds. I was using an Amazon brand for my first son, but my in-laws picked me up this set and I really like it so far. We are not on any sort of schedule, so during his wake windows, we work on flashcards because, young babies, they don't see things very far or clearly. And either while Banks naps or watches me in the bouncer while I cook, I make myself breakfast/lunch, usually an omelet to make sure I get high protein, and I am really trying to eat fairly healthy to help stimulate my milk production. So it's typically around 3 eggs, cheese, spinach, and some ketchup. I feel like sometimes I put some salt and pepper in there, but I'm not I'm not a picky eater. My husband is definitely the cook of the house. I'm very lucky. So my standards of cooking are very low and basic. And as I mentioned, we're getting some housework done in between waiting for the omelet to cook, and I think I'm still pumping actually at this point. A lot gets done within 20-25 minutes. Oh yeah, you can see me pouring the milk into the container now. Editing Ashley here. Just wanted to pop in and share the app I've been using to track and log my pumps. It sends you a notification when you come due for a set time that you input. I have about 2 to 2.5 hours in between my pumps. I mean, I'm not always perfect with it, but I appreciate the notification to let me know it's coming due. And then also the ounces, I am not the most accurate with that, but I love this app so far. Thankfully, I'm in a surplus, so I can actually bag a couple of my pumps throughout the day, which is really nice. And I did have that while my first son was born. Again, with the flashcards and doing tummy time. And while he has his nap, or again in the bouncer, I try and do some kind of self-care, obviously tending to personal hygiene. And this day I decided I was going to straighten my hair and maybe put a little bit of tinted sunscreen on. I always put sunscreen on, like the invisible one, but on occasion I choose to put the tinted one. It's nice to feel like a full human being postpartum. It really makes a huge difference in my mental health and my mood when I feel a little bit more confident, because I'm certainly not confident in my physical body from what I'm used to, and that might sound shallow and superficial, but it's just the reality. And I'm kind of like, I'm here to be open and vulnerable-ish, and I can almost guarantee that I'll probably be doing some kind of postpartum workout, like journey, and be very transparent about my whole plan and what I'm, wanting to do with that. And naturally, as most parents and, guardians are aware, coffee is a must. Love this creamer that my husband bought. It's so delicious. It's like Kit Kat flavored. And certainly while he's napping in his bassinet, I turn on some TV or actually YouTube and watch some videos while pumping again and making another meal. I had 2 chicken sandwiches. Really need to keep my food intake up, so I can make as much milk as I can. And typically around 4 o'clock, we go to the park after picking up his brother. This particular day, we were meeting a friend at the park who also is on maternity leave, because I am very lucky and know quite a few people who are having their second children or are on their first and will be on maternity leave either very shortly or have been over the last few weeks. So I pick up my toddler and we head over to the park and have some fun in the sun. It's actually really nice weather these last couple days, and I missed going to the park and getting fresh air. We get home and we do a quick pumping and feeding session outside while my toddler plays in the backyard. And as another nap goes on, I start prepping for dinner. While again, my son is still playing outside. We have these awesome windows in our dining area where I can watch him and cook at the same time, so it's very convenient. And here is another pumping session. I didn't film all of them, but I tried to film most. Then we have our dinner, listen to some fun music. My husband arrives home shortly after that and eats his dinner. We try and get Cash to eat a little bit more if possible. Then start prepping for bedtime and doing baths and all that. And then my husband and I enjoy a glass of wine at the end of the night. And maybe some Easter chocolates.